Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be sharpening a roofer's tool. Now this is an awesome little guy, except there's no edge on it. It is completely dull. So we're going to fix that today. Now this is not going to be a does she shave type video, so don't expect that from this one. I do have a sharpening stone handy. This is just a cheap little thing that I picked up. This is just going to be a field sharpening video and shouldn't be used as any other kind of a thing, but just it's an easy way that you can help sharpen your tools so they will work for you while you're out working. Now, if you've ever made these paper airplanes, this is a really good paper airplane method to help you get the edge that you're looking for, or the angle on your blade. Now, angle does matter because you need to make sure that you have a tight peak so that way your blade edge doesn't roll to one side or the other, making it appear much duller than it needs to be. So here's another blade I just sharpened, and you can see if I hold it just right, you can see where the edge just kind of catches that light just a little bit. Now this blade, I don't know if this area right in here, it was really swinging hard to the right, but now the edge is just almost right down the center of that. You can still see it's got a little bit of a dipping right here. I don't know if that happened because it got heated up or something else happened. I'm not sure, but I did the best I could to get that edge as straight right down the middle as I could. But again, you can see that there's still a little bit of give right in there where it kind of dips there to the right. So I will be working on this a little bit more. Now it does have some burrs, and if I hold this paper up, you can still see it's got a little bit of a dark edge where it connects with that paper. So those burrs you can actually even rub off. That's going to be a honing of your blade. You can do that with leather, or you can even do it on your legs, on a pair of jeans, just like that. Just rub it, and that will kind of take off most of the burrs as well. So again, just nice field sharpening type of way of doing things. Now the paper airplane method is going to help you get your angle. So if you take a piece of paper, just like a regular sheet of paper, fold it in half like a hamburger. So you'll fold it fat and short instead of like a hot dog, long and skinny. So I hope that makes sense. So you're going to fold it in half. Then you're going to bring one edge of your paper all the way down to the bottom edge of your paper. Then you're going to fold it a second time. And that is going to give you your paper airplane, like you see right here. So that bottom edge there, keep that towards the bottom. This angle is what's going to allow you to figure out what angle your blade needs to be set at. So you can actually take your paper edge and stick it right alongside your blade, and you should have a seamless edge. But you can see right here, because this blade is so dull, that is not the case here. That edge is rounded. So we're going to fix that. Now on this one, I did get it right there on that edge, so you can see it just matches perfectly. So, well, as perfectly as I can get it anyway. Somebody else might be able to do a better job. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take that rough edge of my stone, and I'm going to go ahead and keep that angle and go ahead and pull my blade downwards. Now I like to make sure that my stone is going in the direction towards my blade and not coming up against my blade. Sometimes what can happen is not only can you roll that edge, but you can also actually even completely wear that edge all the way off by going against it, and you can also chip your sharpening stone. You can do a rock if you want to. There's lots of things that you can use to get that. So what I like using most of all is I like setting things on my leg, and I like to get that angle to where that blade is just connecting with that stone. But again, because this blade is rounded, I'm going to have a lot of shaving off to do. Just going to go ahead and take that and start working it both directions. Now again, I'm going to keep my hand anchored on my leg so I get that without any kind of wiggle room. I want to make sure that my stone and my edge on my blade, that it doesn't move a whole lot. So I'm just going to go ahead and start working it down. This is going to take some time. Gotta take down that corner because that's really kind of rough. There, it's starting to get an edge back on it, at least on one side. And again, I want to keep that angle making contact. Now you can put your fingers underneath the blade like I'm doing here, and that kind of gives you a little bit of a gap. You can stick a wedge or something like that between the stone and the blade that you're sharpening. That can also help keep the edge. So I've got that one side. It's already starting to look better. I'm really kind of pleased with that. I'm going to go ahead and work the other side. Again, doing the same thing. I've got a lot of blade that needs to come off in order to get that edge. And just gently working back and forth, back and forth. They're starting to get that edge to come together. So I'm going to be just working that and making sure that I get that. Those angles have still got a long way to go here, but I hope that that helps you understand what it is about the angle and how to sharpen and field sharpen at home. Yeah, it's already quite a bit better than what it was. So I'm just going to keep working at this because it's still got a long way to go before it's going to be completely done. And this is just basically a quick way that you can actually field sharpen your blades. And hopefully if I can get this done quick enough, I'll put another part to this video so you can see just how sharp I was able to get it eventually. So we'll be back, and you guys have a good one. And we're back. I just finished sharpening the blade to where it is actually catching my skin now. So I'm having to be very careful because you can see there is a little bit of a drag and a catch. So I'm pulling my finger across that blade. So that is much, much better than what it was initially when we started out. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my paper airplane and show you the angle on that blade. Now I did, again, this blade is a little bit thicker than what I'm used to working with, which probably will extend the life. But as I'm bringing my edge right on that paper, you can see it matches. So I've got my center angle for my blade just right down the middle where it needs to be. So I'm really happy with that. I'm really pleased. And so this will do a good job now. And again, this is field work. So if I can field sharpen it with just a stone, nothing else, then you can do a pretty good job. So I hope this video helps you in understanding what you can do to help sharpen your blades while out in the field and out in the wild outdoors. So come back for more videos, and we'll have more adventures later on. Bye now.